Hi guys, hope you're well. Hope you're having a good start to your week. So guys, I'm going to be doing a collective reading. So please take what resonates, leave out the rest, because you know they can be quite random. Feel free to share this on to others, and please remember to like my videos, okay? So let's just have a look and see what's going on, because I have reshuffled the cards because I was getting a few downloads. Right, some of you are at a crossroad at the moment, okay, in your life. I feel like some of you have hit a milestone in your life and you want to make changes to certain areas of your life that you may have neglected because you've been so focused on achieving certain goals, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but you're kind of realizing that you may have made quite a big sacrifice, and one part of your life is now not really, it's been neglected, and you're not feeling complete as a result of that, okay? We've got the All That Glitters card. So for some of you that this resonates with, it could be that you have gone for things or made choices based on materialistic gains, okay? And you know, all good to you, because I feel for some of you, you've managed to build your foundations. You've managed to achieve certain things in your life. And some of you have been very dedicated to building these new things in your life, because I feel you're not just building for yourself, but you're building for, some of you, it could be for your family. You know, you're building beyond yourself. But it almost feels like for some of you, you're realizing that maybe you neglected certain aspects of yourself to fulfill this dream, okay? And it's left you in a place where you're in deep thought. You're reflecting on certain decisions you've made. I don't think you've regretted it. But one thing that you do know is that if you continue as you are, you will. Yeah, does that make sense? Sorry, I just hope the lighting can... Okay. Sometimes when I lift the card up, it darkens the screen. For others of you, it could be money investments that you've chosen to embark on. And some of these money investments weren't the best choices, and it could have left you in a worse for wear position where you're now thinking and learning from those lessons, okay? So you could be in a position where you may be presented with opportunities and you're now thinking to yourself, okay, I really don't want the past to repeat itself, so what can I do to change things around for the better? Whatever position or whatever situation that resonates with you, collective, one thing I can say is that this is bringing in a new change of direction. We've got the change in the wind. You've activated something has been activated for, you know, it could be something that you've been thinking about during the manifestation, because it feels like you've manifested something's coming from this deep thought. But it's definitely coming. There is something new coming that's going to move you in the direction that ultimately is going to bring you the fulfillment that is missing. Some of you could be at the stage of reaching retirement. This isn't going to resonate with everybody, okay? And you could be now looking at your life and thinking, okay, what can I do to live more in leisure? Because I feel for some of you, you spent a lot of years working your ass off to get to the heights that you are at, okay? For others of you, it could just simply be that you have chosen careers where it's been very money driven, okay? But it's not really giving you fulfillment. So you could be doing a role that you might not enjoy, but you're doing it because it's paying you good money. It just feels like something's mundane. And if you don't do something about it now, you're going to regret it later. So you're making those changes. Some of you, this could be relationships. I don't see it just with money and career. I feel relationships as well. Some of you could be making the wrong choices of partners. And because of that, now you're realizing that there's a pattern and you want to change it around. Whatever way you're looking at your here and now, this is going to bring a change in the wind for you. A tower is coming. And people get freaked out with the tower because they think that the tower is disastrous. It's just going to bring nothing but chaos. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, it's essential to happen because something isn't working where you are. So it would ultimately become a tower anyway. It will crumble anyway because it's not working. It's not stable. Something's just not really working and it needs to change. So a change is coming. The only difference here is that you are aware of this change and you are making it happen. So in a way, this tower isn't being enforced by the universe. This is you making this happen. So you've got more control over how it happens. Does that make sense? This is bringing you into a new life, a new chapter. You see that? A lot of light around you. There's a lot of light. You're free. Some of you haven't experienced that type of freedom. It feels like whatever it is you've created or whatever it is that you've achieved, it feels like you've had to dedicate yourself to keep it going. And now you're at this stage in your life where you just want to be free. You actually, the desire you had, the drive you had may not be the same way anymore. And it could be over some kind of change that's recently happened for you. Or it could be that you're getting older and now you're at a stage where, okay, what do I do to make me happy? Some of you could have children that's getting older, could be leaving to go to university, because I'm getting a various age group here. And you're now thinking, okay, that gap where I had to be a parent is now closing. It's now changing. So what do I now do to feel that? And that's hard because when you've lived a certain way, it's like it's in your face. It's the elephant in the room. Once it changes, it's gone. And the elephant's in the room for you to face the truth. What I think in this reading is that you are facing the truth. You're not in denial. You're facing that something isn't quite there. And we're human. We're always in search of something. That's part of our journey. So there's nothing wrong with that. This new chapter is going to bring serendipity to you. This is actually going to bring a lot more joy and happiness to you. Some of you may be a bit, scared because it's definitely new, unknown territory. And it's almost like you're starting again to build yourself back to where you're at currently, but in a different way. But it's going to be worth it because this is bringing you towards your milk and honey. So what Spirit is saying is keep going, come to the edge. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go for something that ultimately is going to bring you fulfillment and abundance. You may not be able to see it quite yet, but that's the whole point. You might not need, you probably are not meant to. You're supposed to go on that journey and seek it. And that's the beauty of what's about to happen to you. So collective, that's your reading. I hope it makes sense and it resonates to somebody out there. There's a love reading that will follow either today or tomorrow, so look out for it. See you guys very soon. Take care.